Can I explain that? Okay. How about Mutan? Let me explain the right afterwards. Okay? So we go to chapter 5. Elasticity. Elasticity. Elasticity means responsiveness. How do you react? Your reaction. Your reaction is your response. So how do you react when something happens? That is responsiveness. And that is about elasticity. So for elasticity, it is the degree of responsiveness between the quantity demanded. So it's about the number of quantity demanded is about the number of goods we buy, right? Number of goods. That is the quantity demanded, the number of goods we purchase of a product as a result of a change in other variables. So what are these variables we're talking about? Variables are things that can change over time. And the two variables we have when it comes to elasticity are price and income. They are bound to change at any point in time. Sometimes you go to the market, the price of a product increases. Sometimes you go to the market, the price reduces. Yes or no? Yes or no? So that is changes. And income, sometimes, well, my salary doesn't reduce anyway, it increases. But every now and then, there's going to be a stage I get to that my salary will stay and will start dropping. It's going to be a stage. But what we're talking about income is that is the amount of money you earn. So it's bound to increase or decrease. But mostly, income does not decrease at a stage. Before your income starts reducing, maybe you are getting to that age of retirement. Do you understand? But what we just have to understand is that there are changes between these variables, price and income.
Is that what elasticity means?
No. Changes over these will bring about your own response by reducing the number of goods or increasing the number of goods. These things will change. As soon as this thing changes, as soon as these two change, you have to react as an individual by increasing the number of goods you buy or reducing the number of goods you buy. So that's why we said elasticity is the degree of responsiveness between the quantity demanded, the amount of goods you buy, as a result of a change in variables like price and income. Price and income will not remain constant. They change over time. Price will change because there's inflation. Price will change maybe because there's deflation. Income will change probably because the demand for labor is increasing. Income might change if the demand or the supply of labor is increasing. So these are factors that will bring about increase in the quantity demanded and deduction or fall in the quantity demanded. You can't give what you don't have, right? So it simply means you can only spend the amount of money you have. So your consumption is based on your income sometimes. Your consumption can also be based on the price of the product. So whatever you consume, you have to pay for it, yes or no? So if you are paying for it, it simply means it's either you have the money to pay for it or the price is cheaper for you to buy. It's affordable. It's either it's affordable or you have the income. Do we get it? So your response towards these changes is called elasticity. Any question up to now? Good. So the variables are, we have the price. So these are the variables we're talking about. The price of goods / services, or the consumer's income, the amount of money I earn. So these are the variables that are bound to change every now and then. They cannot remain the same. Do we get it? Good. So based on the above analysis, it is therefore important to know the two elasticity of demand. They are the price elasticity of demand, which is PED, and the income elasticity of demand, which is YED.
Why or I?
Income stands for Y. In economics, income is what? Y, not I. I is investment. For income, it is represented by Y. So this is, we have PED and YED. So we're going to start with PED, which is price elasticity of demand. So we go to price elasticity of demand. For price elasticity of demand, before I go into there, we have the law of demand, right? The law of demand. We talked about it previously, right? The higher the price, the lower the quantity demanded. The lower the price, the higher the quantity demanded. That is response too. So yeah, we respond because of price. If the price is increasing, we respond by not buying more. We reduce the quantity. If the price is increasing, we reduce the quantity. If the price is falling, we increase the quantity. So that means there's inverse relationship between price and quantity and demand. Do you get that? So now we want to quantify. We want to measure the response. That is why we have elasticity.
We want to see how much.
Yes, how much more we are buying, how much less we are buying. We want to know if consumers react more when the price falls, or they react more when the price reduces.
Is the like demand, but more in detail?
Yes. So demand is there to know that, oh, the higher the price, the lower the quantity demanded. How much more is demanded? How less is demanded? So you know, sometimes some goods, irrespective of whatever the price is, will continue to buy. So that means they're not following the law of demand. There are exceptions to the law of demand. We talked about that before. Okay, great. So because there are exceptions to the law of demand, how we need to measure the exceptions. So if the product reduces in price, a lot of people continue to buy. What do we call this product? Is it elastic or inelastic? But we won't know if it is elastic or inelastic without measuring the elasticity. Do you get the point here? So the point about elasticity is to measure how the response is between consumers and the quantity demanded of a product. Do you get it? Good. So for price elasticity of demand, it is the degree of responsiveness between the quantity demanded of a product as a result of a change in price. A change in price will be an increase in price or a decrease in price. Both of them will bring about reaction in the market. So this is an action that needs a response. So a change in price, either increase or decrease, will bring about a change in the quantity demanded. So the quantity demanded is waiting there in the market, waiting for a change in the price. So as soon as the price changes, we would know the responsiveness to measuring the PED.
What's PED?
Price elasticity of demand, which is the degree of responsiveness between the quantity demanded of a product as a result of a change in price. Do we get that?
Yeah.
Good. So how do we calculate PED? To calculate PED, it is percentage change in the quantity demanded over percentage change in price. The percentage of changes in the quantity demanded over percentage change in price. That is how to calculate price elasticity of demand. So it is Q2 minus Q1 over Q1 divided by P2 minus P1 over P1. Are you with me? The formula is for Q2 minus Q1 over Q1 divided by P2 minus P1 over P1. Your P1 is the original price. Oh, the price was $5, 5 euros previously. Now it has increased to 6 euros. So the original price is 5, the change in price is 6. Did you get that? So when the price was 5, 1,000 units were purchased. Now the price has increased to 6. Now 800 units were purchased. So original price, original quantity, change in price, change in quantity. Do we get it? So where P1, original price, P2, change in price, Q1, original quantity, Q2, change in quantity. Do we understand price elasticity of demand here? So the degree of elasticity is the next thing we're going to talk about. How we calculate and know if it is elastic, inelastic, unitary or not. So we stop here for today. Thank you.